Oh, hey there, Gemini. How are you? It's MJ from Alta Love and Alta Love TV. Welcome. So I've been doing the December readings. Intuitively, I do feel there are breakthroughs for a lot of this community, the New Paradigm community, people endeavoring conscious transformation via spiritual awakening. So if that resonates, great. Welcome to the channel. I'm offering intuitive readings. I have online courses, Be the Change online courses that focus on sustainability, spirituality, and freedom. And I have a book as well. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is my book, and ultimately it's a step-by-step guide to spiritual awakening. Some people call that ascension, embodiment, basically just embodying more of the truth of who you are. And I also offer online coaching, usually based on the material in the book. So most people that book coaching sessions are sitting with the material and working through their densities. Basically bass tones, shitty karma, stuff like that. So we're living in really heightened times, that's for sure. Gemini, as you know, this is an intuitive reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So right away we have 9 of Cups in reverse, followed up by the 10 of Swords. So these two cards right now symbolize to me just a bit of a knock of confidence. You're feeling a little bit, yeah, like you've been through it, which clearly you have with the 10 of Swords. The positive thing about the 10 of Swords being here is that you're coming out of this cycle. This cycle is coming to an end. Now, regarding that cycle, you are feeling a little bit defensive when it comes to love. At the same time, the love card is here. The 2 of Cups has come up. So there's definitely love on the cards here for you, Gemini. You're just feeling a little bit defensive. And if there are any messages coming in, I feel like you're not really wanting to listen. So let's see what comes out in the rest of the cards here for you, Gemini. So you're definitely endeavoring your own personal sovereignty via the Emperor and the 9 of Pentacles. And for a lot of you, you're not wanting to take on any kind of partnership right now. You're not wanting to take on or listen to the messages that are coming through, which that's okay right now. I feel like you're really endeavoring a new beginning in your own personal power. And that's quite right. You're working on yourself. You're working on rebuilding your confidence from this new level. Ultimately, this so there's an Ace of Cups here. It's lining up with the 9 of Cups in the reverse, which again, it's like a slow start to a new beginning. The new beginning is ultimately warranted via your coming into your personal power, coming into your personal truth, and rising yourself to feel like the abundant creator that you are. The Magician card is here saying that you really do have all of the tools at your disposal, that you're coming into full awareness when it comes to what you deserve and what you desire. Right now, the main thing for you is rising your integrity, rising your authenticity, and essentially kind of holding your own, you know, standing your ground when it comes to what you truly deserve and what you truly desire, which based on the cards here, you do desire love. More importantly right now, you desire to feel in your integrity and you desire to feel in your power. And ultimately you do have this very primal desire to feel abundant in your wealth, in your finances. And I feel like as you rise that power, you will begin to open yourself to love, because there's some fast moving messages coming in. Okay, and the fast moving messages are really going to assist you in coming into that power via the intuition. The High Priestess is here. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So really the Ten of Cups is making itself manifest when you're ready to come out of the Hanged Man energy. So there is this Hanged Man, but it's in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups is in the reverse as well, which it's sort of just saying like you have a lot of abundance and you have a lot of love and fulfillment that is on the cards here. Again, the I guess the crux of it is ultimately stepping into your power in the here now, standing your ground when it comes to what you truly desire, being open to receive these messages. And again, they might be quite fast moving. And there feels like a few leapfrogs, like a few maybe obstacles and or people that you're wanting to sidestep to really anchor in your benevolence when it comes to a true loving relationship. And that has to do with the intuitive awareness in you, Gemini, as far as like yes to this, no to this, overcoming false starts, a new beginning, overcoming, the Ten of Swords type of energy, essentially healing from past cycles, and then endeavoring to give yourself this sense of owning your world, having all the having all your ducks in a row, having your finances in place, having your sense of sovereignty in order, having your sense of integrity and authenticity in order, so that the loving union that you manifest is truly in accordance with your intuitive awareness and your own balanced state of empowered being. That ultimately, I feel, and I feel like you know this as well, Gemini, that is what's giving you this sense of you do deserve this Ten of Cups, because the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups is here, right? So it's like you're rising your sense of deservingness, and this is ultimately helping you to come out of the Hanged Man energy. And then finally there are messages coming in. I feel like messages that you can grab hold of. Yeah, definitely messages that are going to bring you this sense of a new beginning finally, but it's a beginning that you're wanting to take for yourself as an independent being. And there are going to be some fast moving energies as well, some fast moving messages coming through. And this Fool card is ultimately saying you want to you have ultimately a desire to get yourself into this space of being good, basically being good in yourself, so that as you take this new beginning, you're taking it with a clean slate. It's like the Fool card really does mean that we're not going to take the burdens from our past. We're going to take this new beginning out of the Hanged Man energy, out of the past cycle energy, and endeavor to make a clean break. And I feel like that's part of why the Hanged Man is here. And again, there's these certain people, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, there's these certain people in your environment that you're wanting to do away with, essentially. Ultimately, it's from a place of love, though. It's from a place of you're endeavoring your sovereignty, you're endeavoring your own personal power and wealth. And so you're wanting to make sure that the love that you bring in, the love that you attract, is meeting you on that level to really offer you that Ten of Cups energy. What's important is for you to be totally anchored in your intuition. And ultimately, I'm hearing like, be prepared. Be prepared for these messages to come in, and for you to have a brand new beginning in your mental awareness that then ultimately brings these bigger rewards when it comes to the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles as well. So it's like this reading is like you have everything you need to start fresh, to start this new beginning on a higher level, manifesting Ten of Cups, coming out of Nine of Cups. So it's like even in the past cycles, you were actually in a place of belief, of self-belief, and then from that place of self-belief, a whole bunch of crazy shit happened, which maybe you couldn't have predicted. It was out of your control, but they were things that ultimately definitely kind of brought you down. Hence, you're kind of you're really fired up, in your personal power and in your sovereignty. And so of course you're just going to stand your ground and be really discerning about what kind of energies you let in when it comes to love. Because when it comes to love on the emotional level, you're truly endeavoring a brand new beginning. You're coming out of this stagnant energy. You're using your intuition to navigate different messages and different people that are coming into your reality, and that you're going to take that message, as it were, from your higher perception, from your intuition, and you're wanting to take this brand new start, which means a lot of these distorted energies or less powerful energies, or painful past cycles, you're not taking them with you. This is part of the sort of rise and fall of this reading, is like there's messages, but there's also, distorted, disempowered messages, which is like the residue of past cycles. So you're going to take your time. That's why the Hanged Man energy is there, and also the Seven of Wands. Like, take your time, be discerning with the energies coming in, because from the reading, they're not all positive. There's some of them are cycles from your past. So you're quite right to be taking your time with this. And then when it really comes to love, you're going to have a brand new start, a brand new beginning in love. But know that love is on the cards. The Ten of Cups is here, the High Priestess. You're coming into your power with the Emperor, and ultimately you're coming into your personal sovereignty and independence when it comes to your pentacles and your financial resources in this material world. So let's grab a couple Osho cards just to see if there's any more divine guidance for yeah, Gemini lovers. And if I said this before, I'll say it again: take what resonates, leave the rest. Ultimately, these tarot channels and tarot readings are as much for entertainment as they are for specificity and divine guidance. The best thing to do for more specific guidance, of course, is to have a private reading and or coaching session when it comes to noodling out and working through some situations in our lives. One more card from the Osho deck for Gemini. Ooh, yeah, baby. So these are all, and the guilt card just made itself known to me. So be aware of people in your life that make you feel guilty, especially when it comes to you rising your power and ultimately going after the life that you want. So the existence card with the adventure. So that to me is really relevant to this brand new beginning. And the beginning is ultimately this sense of adventure, it's like a new life, right? It's like a rebirth. You're starting fresh, you're starting this new beginning, and part of you might feel like this innocent little child, this innocent child moving into this light-filled new beginning. And the beautiful thing here is that what I'm getting a sense of is there's a lot more benevolence, there's a lot more sharing, because the sharing card is here, and it really is this kind of flowery, infinitely abundant person. So either you're becoming that person, and or, well, it's one and the same thing, but you're stepping into this greater sense of having more to give, and thus you're embracing that. You're preparing yourself to receive this kind of great flourishing in your world of abundance, desire to share your gifts with your community and with your people, and thus also to receive them back. And this new adventure is as much you coming into this greater awareness in your existence, i.e. really embodying the magician energy, being really, really self-responsible, and at the same time, because you recognize manifestation, giving more of yourself. Giving more of yourself. I feel like you're really stepping into this rather abundant phase. That's part of being bold in taking the new beginning. And as you traverse the energies, just being more discerning about energies that you deserve, energies that you're not wanting to take with you, and then preparing yourself to take this leap into relative unknown. But what I recognize here is that the unknown is ultimately you taking a leap into a greater receptive mode, so that you can finally really embrace and receive the stuff that you share, the love that you give, the abundance that you've acquired in your life as the Emperor. I'm hearing something about there's no compromise here, Gemini. There's no compromise. There doesn't need to be a compromise as you're in the Emperor's seat. you're really in your seat of power, and so you don't need to compromise your wealth. You don't need to compromise your sense of deservingness. In fact, it's really more about taking this brand new beginning, not taking any of the past painful cycles with you, so that when you're taking this new bold step, you're really stepping into this like abundant, beautiful life. You know, 10 of cups, 2 of cups, totally like passionate lovers, happy family, a kind of happy sense of community, a joyful sense of community with the 9 of Pentacles. So you're abundant, you have everything you need, but you're taking your time to make sure you're not taking any of that old shit with you, basically. So I would just say, do take as much time as you need, and I also really expect the best when it comes to this new adventure that you're setting off on, Gemini. 10 of Cups is here, 2 of Cups, so there's a lot of love in this reading, but you're also being mindful, you're taking your time, you're possibly still feeling a little defensive with that past energy of being, you know, possibly stabbed in the back by people, or they're that kind of thing, betrayal or deception. And you're finally going, no, no more. I'm in my power. I have everything I need. I can continue to create all that I need. And so in the interim here, I fancy just taking a brand new leap, knowing that this is the direction I want to be moving in, and I'm not taking any of the past shit with me. For some of you, there could be an air sign coming in. There could be a kind of vital message that's coming in via the Page of Swords here. And that could be a bit of a trigger point for you in ushering out this new beginning. There's some positive, it's stimulating. This Page of Swords stimulates certain perspectives in you, which I feel maybe gives you that little push you need to take the leap. And then the 8 of Swords as well. So there's some creative, fast-moving energies coming in, possibly delivering messages, and or you're getting inspired messages from within, and that's the direction that you're going to be moving in. Okie dokie, Gemini, I just looked up at 1717. That's your reading for today. Super abundant. There's a lot of love here, so good luck. I hope you have an awesome month of December, and again, if you want to book a private reading or any online coaching, feel free to do so. Love you loads, you guys. Have a great month. Peace out.